Yo, what up, what up? About to be on my bullshit right now. I'm in the truck. I'm in the Soul Barrel. And I have no idea where the fuck I'm driving. I kind of want to go walk and hike somewhere, but like, I don't fucking know where. So I'm just gonna drive and I want to talk. January 1st right now. And you must be a fool to believe that this is the actual beginning of the new year, bro. Every year we see everybody going fucking ballistic and crazy over the fucking New Year's celebration and the ball dropping, bro. You know that New Year's is a giant pagan holiday to celebrate and ritualize Kronos and Janus, those gods and deities, bro. Let me just get into the fast lane right now. Oh wait, hold up. Fucking. Alright. Cool. So like, why do you think that they make such a spectacle out of New Year's and New Year's celebration, bro? And it's all one big ritual, bro. And it's so easy to get people. And I was like this myself not too long ago, but bro, as I'm starting to like see through that smoke screen a bit more and more each time, I can pick apart these things like a fucking, like the Operation game where you're taking the organs out of the dude and his buzzes and shit. But it's obvious that it is a ritual, bro. Blatantly obvious. I mean, what do you get? What do you need a ritual? You need you need a spectacle, you need an offering, you need people that hold the power, that participate in said activity, whether they're conscious of it or not. In this case, it is voluntarily unconscious, because everyone's like, yay, let's go watch the ball drop. And then for 10 seconds, when the ball goes 10, 9, and everyone's watching, bro, during that time frame, that is when everyone, you know, the human batteries, bro, we are all God. We all have God inside of us as well. We are all mini gods, bro. So when you have a astronomical amount of the mini god population all watching the same thing at the same time, counting down in unison at the same damn time, and they're all feeling into this the same way, like it's powered by emotions too. So like, which is just energy, emotion, energy and motion. So when you start to realize these things, you can really start to understand that the whole New Year's Eve and New Year's tradition is really just one big ritual, and they use this to power their systems and their belief structures and shit. This is how one of the many ways that the people relinquish their power without even knowing it, under the false pretense of a New Year's celebration, when in reality they're just feeding the fucking system and more of the bullshit that they don't want to be participating anymore. And like, it's interesting because when if I say this to you and you don't know shit about shit, you'd be like, man, what the fuck is this dude talking about? This guy sounds like a conspiracy theorist, huh? But then when you understand that there's supposed to be 13 months in the year, 28 days per month, and excuse my truck, one of my speakers, the wire gets a little cold, or it shrinks a hair in the cold, so like, I deal with this bullshit. Anyways, she an old girl though. That's okay. That's okay. She running well. Oh yeah, there's supposed to be 13 months and 28 days per month. And when you understand this, bro, you can. What is that? There's ice on my bed, bro. I was like, damn, this shit's falling apart, but it's just the ice cracking. But you can pick this shit apart, because the New Year's is actually supposed to be April 1st, which is why they call it April Fool's Day, bro, because only the fools will not recognize that April 1st is actually the start to our fucking year, bro. I mean, like, it's crazy, because the new year begins in the spring, when things begin, when things blossom, when things start like that. It's the new year doesn't begin in the middle of the fucking winter, bro. Like, are you smoking crack, bro? There's no way. Y'all must be smoking these or snorting these mountains of snow, bro. There's no way. That it's crazy because when you understand that they threw our fundamental perception of time. Well, time isn't real. It's just a unit of measurement. Just like the calendar, they fucked up our only unit of measurement with the universal cycles and the seasonal cycles of the universe. It's just so we can never imagine imagine you're an archer, correct? And like you're trying to hit the target down range, and you're an expert archer, you're a natural, and then these motherfuckers gave you a bow that's made out of a stick with a slight bend, and then like a piece of yarn attached to it that's not even that tight, and then you got your arrows, which is literally a stick with a rock hot glued to the top of it, and like the feather of a seagull hot glued to the back of the stick. You're an expert archer, bro. You're an all natural. You're born for this shit. But you're given improper tools to complete the job at hand, and so like you're gonna pull that string back, and it's just probably gonna snap. It's just not gonna work, bro. And they're telling you you gotta hit a bullseye every time. You're gonna be like, bro, what the fuck? So this really brings into perspective how when you throw off the internal calendar of humans, which are the mini gods, bro, and you replace it with this false system, this false calendar that satisfies the matrix and not actual creation life itself, you can understand why they would do this. It's to throw you off your internals, bro. Because I guarantee you right now, bro, just think of it, bro. Everything's fucking dead, bro. It's January 1st. Everything is dead. Nothing's got fucking leaves on it. There's no animals around. The birds fucked off to the south. And there's snow everywhere. And it's cold as fuck. I don't want to, like, on a level, I don't even want to fucking, like, go out and do anything. Because, like, I mean, I hate hiking in the winter. Because, like, when there's no snow, I don't like hiking in the winter because you just stare at a bunch of fucking sticks, bro. It's like, why the fuck am I looking at some fucking sticks, bro? I want to see the beauty of nature. I mean, you can see the beauty of nature in sticks, but you understand what I'm saying. It's different than taking a hike in spring when everything's starting to bloom, coming to fruition, when things are in summer, when everything is nice and healthy, or things in fall, where things are starting to wither away and there's pretty ass colors and shit. No, there's fucking winter. Where it's just, I mean, the snow can look majestic and beautiful, but it's mainly just fucking dead shit. Why the fuck would you think that the year begins in the middle of the season where everything's dead? Like, you must be fucking delusional, bro. And like, it doesn't make any sense either, because we are one with everything, the earth and all this bullshit. So all the trees and shit is dead right now. So like, there's no leaves. So that's telling you that the macrocosm, which is the earth and the vegetation and the plant life and all this fauna bullshit, that is the macrocosm to you, which is the microcosm. So I'm not saying you have to feel dead inside right now. I'm just saying it's a great reflection and a great vantage point to understand how the natural world can both influences vice versa and operates in tandem with the humans, the mini gods, bro. So this by default throws off the navigation of time for humans, bro, which basically fucks us all up, because it's like having an alarm clock. You gotta wake up at 7 a.m. but then someone comes in and tells you to set it to like 4 p.m. and you're like, why am I not waking up on time, bro? Something must be incorrect here. But they assure you, no, it's supposed to be 4 p.m. You're not supposed to actually wake up at 7 a.m. So you just wake up every day at 4 p.m. thinking that's real life, bro. That's what I'm talking about. It's all about perception. The whole war in this world is on your perception. It's not this political ideological warfare. It's not It's not boots on the ground, gun toting. It's literally all perception. Those are tools they use to change your perception, but it is not truly like the way things are fought in this Matrix. It's all spiritual warfare, bro. So when they throw off your internal clock, they can actually throw off your spirit. Because especially with people, with that mass rituals, to keep people asleep. When you take all this energy, bro, from that everyone's pulling together in tandem at the same fucking time all across the world, even watching the same screen in Times Square in New York, bro. Doesn't take a fucking genius to understand this shit, bro. It just takes someone who thinks outside of the fucking cage, bro. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help y'all understand this shit. Because these things need to be understood if we are to change this world to be a better place, which is basically just reverting it to what it has always been, without this charade that the Matrix likes to convey onto us. Because shit is not correct, shit is not proper. That's why when spring comes around and trees finally start to get their first bud and they start to bloom, you start to feel alive. You're like, okay, everything's coming online. This is great. I can't wait for spring. I can't wait till the weather warms up, because it's the beginning. What you don't have. Let's say this TV show has 4 seasons, right? You don't fucking watch season 1, season 2, season 3, get halfway through season 4, stop, and then start over or start a new show. You don't stop and start in the middle of a season, bro. Like, that's exactly what the calendar year is doing to us right now. This is why it's easier to follow the lunar cycles and even like the lunar year, bro. Because they actually got this shit down pat, bro. Especially with coming out of the year of snake coming up soon. We're gonna exit down, we're gonna enter the year of the fire horse, bro. So there's a lot of moving parts at play, but you know, it being January 1st right now, I kind of wanted to touch upon the falsification of how we perceive time and how our spirit actually interacts with this miscalculation that has been forced upon us, bro. It's ridiculous. Honestly, I don't like this shit one bit. My year starts in spring, bro. As everyone's year, but that's when I'm celebrating my new year. I didn't even watch the ball drop. I went to the bathroom at my boy's house last night, and then like I come back and I'm just like chilling in the kitchen. Everyone's in the living room watching the TV, waiting for the ball to drop, watching it. I'm just like, I'm not gonna participate in this shit, whatever, because like I don't want to give my power to, because everyone's power matters, bro. They make it seem like we're little peons, which to them perceptually we are. But we are also the only things keeping their power structures and their systems online, bro. Because that's why they say the people have the power. It's not like a strength in numbers, like quantity game, to where you have 10 people and now you can overthrow a one politician because 10 people can overwhelm one politician physically. It's like each person has a God essence inside of them, and it is a literal nuclear spiritual battery, bro. And when humans don't know that they have this in them, i.e. everyone being asleep right now, they don't realize that they are fueling this made up system that doesn't favor us with their nuclear God power inside of them, bro. And when you get millions, like 300 million Americans, 300 million God-powered human vessels, bro, feeding these systems, you therefore creates a made-up system that never had any power to begin with, and now you are a slave or a little peon to that system, bro. This is how it works, bro. We literally feed the system that creates the reality that we do not desire, because we are unaware and unevolved consciously. But when you come online, when you expand and evolve that consciousness, that state of consciousness, which is what me, myself, and what a lot of others have done, because we do the work, you stop voluntarily feeding these systems. And by doing this, these systems literally lose their power over you. Because I have withdrawn my voluntary service of donating my fucking God battery to these systems. And these systems end because I did that consciously. These systems literally hold zero power over me, bro. And you can be like this too. This is what it's called, being a sovereign being, bro. So I'm trying to wake people up so we can stop feeding this system, so we can actually make some change, bro. Because everyone goes, oh no, we can't change this because they're too powerful. I don't have the power. Nigga, like, you are their power. They have no power without you, bro. A lot of these entities running the fucking world right now aren't human, and they do not have that God essence inside of them. Because if they did, they wouldn't need us. They wouldn't need us to be asleep. They wouldn't need us to blindly power their systems. They would just do it themselves, bro. But because they need us, they need to, like, fucking put a carrot on a stick and tell us, oh yeah, we need you to believe this about yourself. Believe that you're some random happenstance in this universe. Nothing is orchestrated. There's no God. And when they say there's a God, they misdirect you to go to the church, because the churches are fucking dumb as fucking shit, bro. They don't know anything, bro. So they trick you, which is a play on your perception. Oh my god, this fucking speaker's kind of annoying. I hope it's not too loud in this camera, bro. I really hope it's not. I'll be out of this truck in like 5-10 minutes anyway, and then I'll start my walk. But you really understand how fucked up things are. So that's why I stopped participating in Christmas, because one, it's a pagan holiday. I sound like a whack conspiracy theorist, but when you do your homework and you expand your consciousness and you understand these concepts, it's like blatantly obvious what's going on, bro. But since everyone's so asleep and uninvolved because they don't do the inner work and they think this is just life, they don't understand, and I get called names, bro. There's nothing crazy about me. People who really know me know I'm not crazy, bro. They just have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But I stopped participating in Christmas due to that, and also it's devil worship too, which it's a whole rabbit hole, but it's not too hard to understand. And then New Year's, I'm stopping this shit. Easter is also bullshit as well. Honestly, all these fucking holidays in our worldly matrix calendar is fucked up, bro. It's all, everything, bro. Everything isn't just not as it seems. It's literally the inverse of what you believe it to be, because your belief is what fuels the fire behind all of this fucking silliness, bro. This whole charade is powered by you. You are the #1 sponsor to this matrix, bro, until you break yourself out. And how do you do that? Expanding your consciousness, doing the inner work, and putting yourself through soul school, bro. So it just really hit me last night when I saw everyone just blindly gathering around the fucking living room like, oh, the ball dropped. And I'm like, I looked at them, I'm like, I can't believe I was like this last year. I can't believe I gave in to all this shit. And then I saw it from an outside perspective. I'm like, it's a fucking ball. Even if this was truly the new year, why would I celebrate it like this? It's just, things are just ass backwards, bro. And until people start waking up, I mean, they are right now. We are in the age of Aquarius, Satya Yuga, and the Schumann resonance is rising. So human consciousness is rising too. That's why I see people starting to wake up a little bit by bit here and there, which I'm grateful for, because once more people wake up, we'll have more human batteries, more mini gods, nuclear bombs, walking nukes that can help fuel our systems, and that is how we take the power back. It's through belief and understanding. It's not through overthrowing the government physically to where you're storming place. No, it's people say, I got this a lot, because I would explain this to my friends in the group chat, and then they would say, oh yeah, but we're powerless, we can't do anything anyway, so may as well just sit. I'm like, no, now that you know the information I just explained to you, the only thing you can do right now until more people wake up is to hold the line and to be a non-participant in these structures. You have the power to withdraw your power. But when you don't understand that you actually have all the real power, when you think you're some fucking accident human through evolution and the Big Bang and bullshit, when you understand why we're here, and you understand who you are, and you remember who you are, you can consciously withdraw your power, which in turn weakens their system and empowers you as a sovereign being, bro. There are things you can always do to help the general population. Now, I know we can't, as much as I love to try and wake people up and expand their consciousness and like throw them little curveballs and little fucking breadcrumbs here and there, you can't wake anyone up. You can only open the door for people, but even doing that, it gets exhausting, bro. Especially with stubborn ass people who still sleep. It's hard. So what you can only really truly do in this moment in time, if you're aware of this, is to be a non-participant. And you see this with taxation right now. I've been saying this over the years. What if we all stopped paying taxes? Because, you know, taxes is actually, federal taxes is illegal. It's completely voluntary, bro. They don't even know how much you owe them. That's why they have to ask you and to have you fill out all this shit so you can see what you owe them, and then you give them the money. They knew what you owed them, they would just drain that shit from your account. It's crazy. So like, I saw this with taxation a while ago, but it's every year it's the same thing, where everyone's just like, oh yeah, but 300 million Americans won't do that, so I guess we won't even try. Or like something regarding like, it's all talk. There's no actual action being done. Which, I mean, Americans are all talk. We all, like, back in the day, we'd fucking dump some tea in the fucking water over this bullshit. But now everyone's just like, they're like okay with it, bro. Like, it's just like they're supposed to get taxed and stolen from on every purchase, every asset. Like, it's like, are you guys stupid, bro? But every year it's all talk. Nothing actually ever happens. Because no one believes that it could succeed. But now, this year, we had a lot more people wake up due to the Schumann resonance rising, and the collective consciousness putting in mad work to help consciousness expand and rise for the overall collective. And it's the year of Aquarius, and it's the year of the Fire Horse, and it's Satya Yuga. So now there's actual movements regarding, hey, let's fucking not do this. Be a non-participant, because now more people understand the severity of the situation we're in and what power they actually hold. And now they go, oh shit, we can actually do this. Even if everybody doesn't do it, I cannot do it. And because I am not doing it, I consciously participate in the success of taking one step closer to correcting and nullifying this bullshit system that we are subject to. So, I hope this message can enlighten you, teach you guys something new. If you learn something, that's cool. If this opposes some of your opinions, just open your mind. This is what I like to tell people when they disagree with me or don't believe me. I'm just like, okay, I encourage you to take my information, take some notes, put it in somewhere in your brain, and keep it safe, and then do your own homework and sincerely try to prove me wrong. Each and every time, they either don't even take step one to digest what I'm saying and they just immediately fight it and say I'm wrong, or they actually do their homework and they understand I'm correct. So, like, we can do this, guys. The question is, are you actually going to take your power back? Got a little bumpy road, water right there. So, oh, it's fucking New Year's, bro. That means this fucking state park is gonna be packed. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. At least there's no chemtrails in the sky. I guess the government gave the pilots a day off for New Year's. That's why you don't see. That's why you see crystal clear skies underneath the dome, bro. Anyways, I'm pulling up at my location. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful life. Go with the flow before you got nowhere to go, bro. I'm just trying to help the community evolve and expand, bro. I'm all about expansion. Saggy, bro. Sagittarius season. Gang, let's go, bro. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful life. I'll see y'all at some point.